Next version you starts now.
She didn't want a career. She built a life instead. She was 24, too young to be certain, but too awake to pretend she wanted an ordinary life. From the outside, everything looked normal. Her friends were figuring things out, switching majors, trying jobs, living for weekends that blurred into each other. There was no pressure to decide, no urgency, just time. But she didn't feel that way. Inside, something stirred. Quiet, persistent, a pull she couldn't ignore. Not toward comfort, not toward stability, toward something bigger. Something undefined but undeniable. She didn't want a career, not in the way everyone described it. She didn't want to trade time for security. She wanted ownership. Ownership of her time, her direction, her purpose. The ability to build something that actually felt like hers. That's when she found it. Real estate. Not because of the buildings, not because of the transactions, because of what it represented. Possibility. She could look at something broken and see what it could become. A wrecked building wasn't just damage. It was rebirth. An overlooked neighborhood wasn't just forgotten. It was potential. A story waiting to be rewritten. And once she saw that, she couldn't look away. So she started. Not when she was ready, not when she felt confident. Now. Before she had proof. Before she had experience, before she had any reason to believe it would work. Because sometimes, you don't begin with certainty, you begin with courage. Her first deal didn't go as planned. It collapsed. Money gone, confidence shattered. Every assumption she had made proven wrong. For a week, she sat with it. The weight of the decision, the doubt, the question that always comes when things fall apart. Did I just make the biggest mistake of my life? At that moment, fear spoke loudly, clear, convincing. You're not ready. This was too much. Go back. But underneath that noise, something quieter, something stronger. Courage. And it said something different. Begin anyway. At that moment, everything could have ended, but instead, it restarted. She stood back up, not stronger, not more confident, just willing, and that was enough. She learned, relentlessly. Books became her foundation, mentors became her direction. She showed up early, stayed late, asked questions others were too afraid to ask, because she understood something important. Growth doesn't come from pretending to know. It comes from being willing to learn. Slowly, things shifted. Not dramatically, not overnight, but consistently. Doors that once stayed closed began to crack open. Conversations lasted longer. Opportunities appeared. People started to notice. Not her results, her effort, her presence, her commitment. And then one day, a moment, a conversation, a shift in perspective. She sat across from a senior investor, experienced, respected. The kind of person who didn't waste words. He leaned forward, looked at her, and said something that changed everything. You're not here to sell property. You're here to build something bigger. At that moment, it clicked. Because he was right. She wasn't chasing commissions. She was chasing freedom, impact, a life that aligned with who she was, not what she was afraid of. And once she understood that, her direction became clear. She stopped thinking small, stopped focusing on transactions, started focusing on transformation. Within 2 years, everything changed. She was leading teams, people older than her, more experienced than her, but they followed her. Not because she knew everything, because she led differently, with something she learned along the way. Curious confidence, the courage to admit what she didn't know, and the wisdom to trust what she did. She poured herself into places others ignored, neighborhoods labeled as not worth it, communities overlooked, because she saw what others didn't: potential. She mentored young agents, people who reminded her of herself, uncertain, driven, standing at the beginning of something bigger than they understood. And every time, she chose purpose over profit, because she knew what she was building was bigger than money. Looking back now, she laughs at how unprepared she was, at how little she knew. But more than anything, she smiles, because she remembers something else: how brave she was. And that's what made the difference, because success isn't a finish line, it's a language. One you don't learn by studying, you learn by speaking. Every day, even when your voice shakes, even when you're unsure, even when you feel like you don't belong, you speak anyway, and over time, you become fluent. Now, she's still building, not just homes, hope, not just business, change, not just wealth, meaning. Because the world has plenty of owners, people who hold things, control things, profit from things. But what it really needs are architects, people who see what doesn't exist yet and choose to build it anyway. That's who she became, not because she was ready, but because she began. And that's where everything starts.